I don't know how to start this video. Oh, I have hair. That's a good way to start. I've got eyebrows and eyelashes, and my head hair is coming in too. When I made that first video explaining my diagnosis, I intended to film everything and upload regularly to keep people updated, but it didn't really happen. I filmed stuff, but I couldn't sit down and edit it because watching it back was quite traumatizing and not good for my mental health that was already suffering a lot during treatment. So I chose not to do that and did what I needed to do to get through those hard months, and I'm out the other side now. It is June 2020. I finished chemo in March, and I very recently got scans that say that I'm in remission. I am just trying to work through everything that I've been through in the past few months, and a part of that was looking back at all the footage that I took early on that I haven't been able to revisit. And I think it will be valuable for me to compile all those clips together, because for better or for worse, cancer is a huge part of my life experience and has shaped so much of who I am today, and it would be a shame not to have that documented somewhere to look back on in the future and see how far I've come. So that is what this video will be. I have no idea what it's going to look like because as I'm filming this, I haven't sat down to start editing. I don't know how to transition out of an introduction to a video, but I guess for anyone who is watching and is in their own cancer journey, I hate calling it that, suffering from cancer in one form or another, I hope that this gives you some kind of hope, or just shows you that out of a shitty thing, it's not all shit, and I promise it gets better, and you will grow so much from it, you have no idea. I guess enjoy. Do you enjoy videos of cancer? Enjoy. Today I just felt like I really want my old life back. That never comes back. Oh, that's like my little dude. Ew. So tomorrow is my first day of chemo. I'm scared out of my mind. They're saving my life. And I've lost my appetite completely. I hate the feeling of throwing up. It's awful. Even when the nausea's better, it's still kind of there. It's so hard. Today is my first day off chemo since I started 3 days ago, so it's Thursday now. I had chemo Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. It was very hard, but I got through it.
Cover the needle after the complete delivery.
Not lying about the nausea, that's a real thing. I'm very nauseous. I just lie down. Are you okay with that? Today, what I was scared of happened. My hair's starting to fall out, like, I barely even need to pull it. Like the final moments before I cut off my hair. This is what I'm gonna look like.
Where are you going?
Wash my hair. Oh wait. I wanted to record this as I was thinking it. I had nightmares and like little mini panic attacks for weeks leading up to the head shave because I was so scared of it, scared of my appearance changing. I realized a lot of my happiness was dictated by how good I looked that day. And I honestly surprised myself because the day after I shaved my head, I was driving along in my car, singing to myself, and I realized that was the happiest that I've been in months, ever since I walked into the doctors in the beginning of July. it was like the lightest that I felt. And I was like, that doesn't make sense, because usually what would make me feel really happy is if I looked and felt great, and I was the opposite. And yet I was just so overjoyed to be alive. What I actually did at the beginning of treatment is I unfollowed every like pretty influencer girl that I used to follow, because it was just making me really depressed. Knowing that I didn't look like that, knowing that I would look so far from that being a bald cancer patient. And for the first time in my life, I just didn't care. You're in this rat race with yourself to be pretty and to be hot and to have a great body and like trying to be perfect. You can never win that race, because newsflash, perfection doesn't exist. You will always find something wrong with you. Shaving my head marked my exit, my withdrawal from that race. Right now it is the 5th of January and I'm going to start my 3rd cycle of chemo tomorrow. I think I am heading to a much better place, like mentally and emotionally, than I was in cycle 1 and 2. I was honestly just pretending that none of this was happening, because even sitting here now, already done 2 chemos, like I can't even comprehend how much pain and like how bad I felt right at the beginning. But now doing some work on myself and starting to find my groove, I feel more myself now than I have for the past like 6 weeks, I would say. Why it looks such a weird colour. It's my 3rd day of chemo for cycle 5 and I just feel like I can't do it anymore. It's just so unbelievably hard. You just feel so crap. I haven't slept properly since Sunday. It's Wednesday now. And I'm just so unbelievably tired and I feel so sick.
Well done, good woman.
Ow! Right before the last one. Thank you. More down. Jumping in here, I don't have any videos from April, but pretty much what happened is my end of treatment scan on the 21st, which was 2 days before my birthday on the 23rd, was not clear like we had hoped it would be. There was still a spot in my lung that was lighting up above my liver at what they call a Devel 4, which is still considered positive. So they wanted to wait and rescan me 6 weeks later in case it was just some inflammation, but I was totally gutted and I spent a lot of April and May just being completely depressed, and it was a really dark time for me with a lot of anxiety. I'm just having one of those days where none of this just fucking feels real, and like I wake up and I'm just like, how did I get here? Like, how the fuck is this my life? Anxiety? We don't know her. We don't know her. She's not welcome around here. I have my rescan in 2 days' time. It's currently Wednesday night, 3rd of June 2020. My rescan tomorrow and I'm just so scared that it's gonna say something bad. I can't do any more treatment, I can't do any more chemo, it's too much. In the left lower lobe, just below the left hilum, metabolism is now 3.3 when compared to 5.2 on the last scan. The Devel score is now 3. I am just as bad at ending videos as I am at starting them, but I did want to say a massive thank you to everyone who has been following and supporting me the past few months, both friends and strangers who have found me through Instagram. It has been so special to know that my writing has resonated with a lot of you. I've had a lot of people tell me about how much they've learnt through what I've written online, and that has been so rewarding because it was my intention all along to educate people and to give an insight into the world of cancer, which is such a taboo topic and has a lot of stigma around it for no reason other than that people are just really scared of it. Whether you are a cancer patient yourself and I was able to provide you some guidance or just share mutual feelings, or whether you were someone who just knows someone going through cancer, or neither of those two, I'm glad that I was able to contribute positively in that space. It's been so special to connect with people, especially other people going through cancer. I've made friends all over the world because they found me through the posts that I put out on Instagram, and these are people that I think I'm going to be connected with for life. And that aspect of cancer has just been so incredible. And in totality, I think I've just become a much more grateful person, and I'm so much more aware of the world and really how I want to live my life. It was definitely hard. It was the hardest months of my life, and I don't ever care to live through anything like that again. But there's a part of me that's kind of glad that it happened, and even though I'll never call it a gift, it has definitely given me a brand new perspective, which is a million times better than the one I had before. So everyone take care, stay safe, don't get the coronavirus, and just be grateful for your health and everything else wonderful that you have in your life, because it can all be taken away from you in the blink of an eye.